we're hoping is that the project doesn't only stay within the teachers and who are involved in the BCT project, but has it had any effect in the rest of the teachers?
Oh yes, absolutely. From the, starting off with the BCT project, we then had a teacher write a PDIG grant to receive more money to focus on technology in the school, and then with that we created what we called Techie Tuesdays. I shouldn't say that, the teachers came up with that on their own. Techie Tuesdays, where they would meet at lunch. They would post a topic of what was going to be discussed, and so slowly you had teachers who were reluctant to use technology start showing up at lunchtime, and then the really neat thing is when you see these teachers setting up the projector and the laptops in their class and getting their kids involved in something. So yeah, it's just, it continues.
Yeah.
It continues.
Is it spread over the 3 cycles? I mean, in terms of...
Yes. Yes, we have 2 teachers in cycle 1, 2 in cycle 2, and 2 in cycle 3. And what we've started this year is we've expanded our network through a grant that we applied for to include 2 more teachers, and a committee that we have in terms of looking at how can we further integrate the use of technology in our school and build it into all the classrooms. And so we have those new teachers who've joined us. So we're expanding on our network.
So how does that actually work, getting other teachers in? What kinds of things are you doing?
Well, one of the things that we have had the opportunity to do because of our grant money is we've had release time to meet as a group. And so when we meet as a group, one of the things that we do is we talk about what we're doing with the computers, how we're using them in our classrooms. We talk about what type of training we'd like to have. We talk about how we can support each other. And then as a result of this group, we came up with an idea of what we call Techie Tuesday, where we meet on Tuesdays at lunch for half an hour, and we have a particular topic a day, and we take turns leading those sessions. So we've opened it up to the whole staff, and even some people in our group come to those sessions to learn, because we each have our specialties, and so we are teaching people how to use, whether it's the portal, whether it's using VoiceThread. For the Olympics, we organized a project and worked on that together, and we had everybody participating in the school. So we've encouraged people to learn how to use computers, hook up overhead projectors, to actually take away some of that fear that they may have, so that the other teachers know that we're their support system.
And right away, my mistake is changing Chrissy's way that she's going to bring it.
Yeah, that's it.
You
learn from each other.
Yeah. So we're gonna try my way, and if it doesn't work, we're gonna get the perfected version.
Okay. And even like what we had said to you, we said, okay, change all your kids' passwords yourself first, because that was causing some problems with some of the kids in her room. Like all those temporary passwords were numbers, and it was
too many numbers.
They would put their student number and their password on the same line, and it just was not.
Yeah, I only had 3 that I hadn't changed.
Yeah.
Because
and you know what? I'm sitting there yesterday thinking, wow, when these kids get up to grade 6 and 5, they'll know how to log onto the portal. But that's what that was one of our goals that when we started this too, is that we want to see a progression throughout the whole school. Yep. So we're not expecting the kids in cycle, or the teachers even in cycle 1, like when we were making the communities for them, I said, do you want to put a forum in? And they're like, no, we're not there yet. So, you know what? And so, okay, that may be something that they introduce in cycle 2. And so I think you'll see that we're almost developing a whole plan from kindergarten to cycle 3.
Yeah, and one size doesn't fit all.
No.
Do you think the students have benefited from, the involvement in the project and just being more aware of the use of?
Yeah, they have. I mean, just being aware of what's available and how to use it properly. And we looked at like different websites, and also, different activities as well, where like VoiceThread, how do you combine like one class and like incorporate it with other schools and joining it together. So they were able to see and talk to, get to know other students and see that, it's not just their classroom, there's other classrooms around there. So it makes them familiar.
In a sense,
it
gives them an authentic audience, as people say all the time. How have the kids progressed in that area? Do you see a difference in them, over the time that you're with them?
Absolutely. I mean, I look at the students that I've had for 2 years, and we've been working on the project, and some of the students have come up through the other cycles now. They're a lot more confident in how to use the computers. They're able to understand the importance of that communication, the proper use of the tools. It's not something that's an issue. I mean, we've had laptops for 3 years and they haven't broken because they've understood that it's a privilege. It's something that is a tool for their learning. It's not something that's a toy to play on and use games. It's another way of showing what you've learned. And so through the different types of projects that we've done, we've seen them have the opportunity to expand their knowledge base, which is really fascinating.
I think it's going to be really interesting to see where this goes. I think it's got huge potential to continue to evolve and to grow. And I mean, we see that the students are benefiting as well. You know, a lot of the students that started out of the project are in high school now. And we see some of the things that they're doing and some of the things, more importantly, that they're not doing. You know, reducing the incidence of cyberbullying, I think, has been one of the things that we noted happened. Because part of what we did was we made sure that built into the project was internet safety, which I think is critical and you know, can be part of the school success plans now as we get into the partnership agreement with the government. Safe and caring schools. So you see, it has all these possibilities that it doesn't just have to be a computer project.
What has been the reaction of parents? I mean, were they nervous about this? The idea of their kids getting onto the internet, etc.
No.
What did you do in that area?
One of the things that we did is at the beginning of the year when we have our Meet the Teacher Night, we inform the parents and we bring them all together and we tell them that we are involved in a project like this. And through this project, we'll be doing a variety of activities that might involve internet tools, such as you know, VoiceThread, where we're putting their pictures up, where we're using their voices, or where we're using their work. But one of the things that we stress to them is the fact that we teach the kids safety, and also when we are sharing what we've created, their names never appear anywhere. We really respect that whole idea of no more than 2 identifying factors. And with every project that we do, we always send home a permission slip so that parents are aware that, okay, my child's picture will appear in a VoiceThread, and that's fine, I give permission. So it reinforces that idea that we're not just randomly putting things up there, because the internet can be very powerful. I mean, once a picture's out there, anybody can have access to it. So we're really reinforcing that idea of safety and responsibility.